Welcome, Capricorn, to your reading. I do want to say thank you for your patience. I had problems with my recording equipment, malfunctioned, and I had to go replace it. And yeah, so glad to be back on track here, and we'll jump into your reading, Capricorn. So we are going to look at what you need to get started or restarted in your life and any blocks, challenges, and we'll take a look at what Spirit wants you to know about this. So these cards have been pre-shuffled, but I will give it a little more shuffle up. Spirit team, you are very welcome here. This is a timeless general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, what does Capricorn need to know about getting something started or restarted in their life? What do they need to get started? Oh, okay. I'm going to honor all four that fell out. Feels like the right thing. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. I'm starting off with a bang here. Okay. Put down a little bit. Okay, then we have the Five of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Chariot. Okay, this is beautiful energy here, Cap. Okay. So, obviously, the Nine of Cups is considered the wish fulfillment card, right? But we can go a little deeper with that. And I feel like this is something that is not only near and dear to your heart, but this is something that has been on your heart for quite some time. And I feel like your intuition has been telling you to follow this wish, this dream. But for some reason, it's been on hold. And I'm really feeling like here with the Five and Ten of Wands that this is, you've been struggling with whether or not this is going to be successful in your eyes. However you deem success, whatever you know success to be. And with that, I feel like I'm supposed to challenge you, to tell you to take another hard look at what success means to you, okay? So as a first step, before you start this or restart this, I feel like it's been started because it's been in your brain. So it's in your heart, it's time to bring it to fruition, okay? But you need to sit down and redefine what success means to you and what steps along the way, like how to celebrate those wins, how to define success at each step, right? Because success isn't A to Z straight line, right? Seeing a straight path. It goes uphill, it goes down hills, it winds around the mountain. Sometimes it is the same view. And we're like, didn't I see this before? Wasn't I here before? But this is about defining the success and taking the step forward confidently, that holding on to that definition of success is what's going to help you move this forward, okay? Because you have let some of your past motivations, inspirations build up, okay? So to me, this is about this has been building up and collecting, and thus kind of triggering your mind, triggering fear, triggering this like internal quota of like, so much has gone wrong, what could go right? That's what's coming to mind. And it's had you in your head, you know, this back and forth, this tug of war of, do I do this or don't this? The inspiration kind of dies out. I see the flame flickering out, but it keeps coming back, right? And so there's this tug of war within you, Cap, as to how much energy to put into this project. I don't feel like this is a relationship, right? It could be a business relationship or a friendship, but I'm really feeling like this is something that you want to do. And it's a pretty big project. It could be a project, it could be work, it could be doing something like redesigning your house, but it's something about success. So when you're redecorating your house, we're not usually looking at it as being successful, right? Unless of course you entertain a lot and it's part of your business or your income, because our home is usually our sanctuary where we go. So you might want to please people, but it's not usually in success, although it could be depending how you define it. This could be a major health habit having to do with transforming your health so that you can do the things that you want. I feel like somehow this is tied to some sort of project, side hustle, business, or major health routine, spiritual routine, something where the success is not defined up front, right? So this is about redefining those things so that you can lay some of those things down and make peace with them and move on. For some of you, you may need to grieve these things that these wands represent in your life. Areas of growth that you thought were going to go somewhere, but maybe didn't. But how much did you sabotage yourself, Cap? How many times did you lay your wands down or hold on to things that you didn't need to? It's like leaving the chariot parked, right? Kind of say, oh, this ain't gonna work. You got started, but then you put out the flame yourself out of fear, out of having unclear boundaries and an unclear plan. So we need to be able to bring this from the heart space to the mind to make a plan, and to the reality, right? That Pentacles energy of bringing it to this plane, okay? But this definitely can move forward, right? We've got the idea of what's in the heart, the hope, the joy, and the movement forward. But in between, we've got passion, motivation, inspiration, but it's become too much for you. You've let fear get in the way. Some of you, this could be just overwhelming family and job circumstances that have kept you in the way, but somehow you have not acted on your heart fulfillment. Okay, Cap. Now I'll take a look at what Spirit might want to show you for challenges, blocks, limiting beliefs. What does Capricorn need to know about starting it or restarting it in their lives? I feel like the bottom one. What does Cap need to know about start or restart? I'd love to know what this is, Cap. If you want to leave a comment, I'd love to be able to support you as much as I can. Okay, we had those. I feel like those. All right, so we have the Three of Wands, right? The Death card. And the Four of Wands. This couldn't be more clear. Okay, so you have put, I feel like you've started to manifest, but it's quickly blown out. Like the candle you were using or focusing on was just blown out by a little bit of challenge, right? And I feel like you've let yourself down. But now is the time to end that and to end that cycle so you can get to this Nine of Cups. So you can get to this celebratory energy. Very important. And this is going to really, one of the things that's going to be important for you into defining success for you is what it looks like including other people, because you know you can't control them. But if you have a business partner or a teacher or mentor, then you're going to want to make sure that you are in alignment, right? You're going to want to make sure that you're in agreement with things before you move forward, but you've got to be willing. So I don't know if you have a fear that this is never going to happen, if you have a fear that you can't trust people, but the ships that you sent out, right, are going to come back in. But I feel like you need to take that action. And for some of you, it's going to be allowing yourself to grieve these things, writing them down, burn it if you need to, if it's a letter to a person, to unleash forgiveness, okay, and gratefulness for what you have, what you've been through so that you can end this cycle of just staying stagnant, where it's all motivation but it fizzles out, so they can have that positive movement forward. For some of you, I'm feeling like some of these ideas and motivations that you've had, you feel like they weren't for you, right? You felt like maybe they were for other people when in fact they were for you. That's why you need to redefine or define success and what that means to you. What does abundance mean to you? It's not just boatloads of money, although it could be if that is your definition. No one else can define it for you, Cap. Okay. It's a beautiful energy, Cap. Okay, so now lastly, we'll take a look at what Spirit wants to show us about any additional advice for what Capricorn needs to start or restart. Okay, that one jumped. All right. Needs to start or restart in their life. Okay. All right. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, finally we've got the Air and Pentacle energy. Ace of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. Okay. All right. So your advice is to make the decisions, okay? Make the decisions, because that is what's got you stuck in your head, okay? You need to have good boundaries. You need to have good work-life balance, and it's really hard to get that all in one shot, right? This is a journey, not a, a sprint. So it's a marathon. So trying to, making a decision and making a plan is going to alleviate any kind of stress you have and that stuck energy, because this is really about you standing in your power, because the King of Wands is going to have that idea, but he's going to act on it, right? He's the entrepreneur, really, of the tarot. So he's not just going to have an idea and just let it stick. He's not going to go by what other people say. He's not going to fear what other people say. He's going to stand strong, and just the way he yields his staff, his wand says it all, right? He's going to capitalize on bringing these ideas to fruition in the physical. So it goes from the idea, the spark, the motivation, to manifesting it. But that's going to require you to take action. It's not just going to appear, okay? This isn't something where someone's going to walk up to you with an opportunity and you're going to say, wow, this is already, it's created. All I have to do is step into it. No, this is about building. And this is a favor you need to do for yourself, right? It's saying that yes to yourself. All right, it's saying, I'm going to go down this path and I'm going to be committed to going down this path. All of these flower blooms are because you're taking action, right? And this abundance is going to be something that is bright, bold, and beautiful for you. But you have to make a decision, step out of your brain, let down those anxieties, but you've got to stand in your power. I see like people kind of shaking in fear. So do it afraid. And I know that's easier said than done. But if you want to see your life change and blossom for the better, this is what you need to do, Cap. So for some of you that are needing medical attention, you need to make some drastic changes for your diet, your exercise, for your life. It's about standing in your power and setting up those appointments, right? Even if you're fearful of the news. It's about finding out what you have to work with so that you can make it happen, right? So if you're in your head or it's just in your heart, those are beautiful things, but to bring it to the world, you really need to kind of set up some boundaries, some plan, so you can color within the lines to start, right? Building that framework, but being flexible, but things could kind of alter and shift a little bit. Okay, Cap, that is very beautiful. I would love to know how this resonates for you. What is this that you're working towards? And yeah, I would love to support you as much as I can. Prayer, good vibes. So this is it for your read, Capricorn. I hope something resonated for you. If you even like this a bit, please hit like and subscribe so it helps a growing channel. And so this can help other people by getting it out there, right? Have a great day, Cap, and stay grounded.